Hi everyone, it's Suzanne. Today I'm going to bring you a video that I promised to you when I posted my how to start a YouTube channel, the simplest method that I know of. And this video is going to go into the details of the equipment that I use for my channel. A lot of you have probably noticed you can spend thousands of dollars on equipment for a YouTube channel, but you really don't need to, because the truth is you can get by on very little when you're starting out and trying to grow your YouTube channel. So I'm going to go through all of the things that I've used over the last 5 years, the things that have worked for me and that I use today. And I can even talk a little bit about maybe some of the things that didn't work as well for me, or things that I tried that worked okay, but I've decided to use something else. So the first thing that I use to film my videos is simply my iPhone. Most of the videos that I produce, whether it is on my faceless channels or on my talking head channels, I use my iPhone. Now the reason that I do this is because, one, I already have an iPhone. I don't have to purchase another piece of equipment. Two, you can get an iPhone for anywhere between $250 up if you're willing to buy used, which I do. I never buy a new cell phone. If I do have to upgrade because they get older, I will upgrade to the next version, which is usually only around $200 to $300 for the phone. And that works just good enough for me. This is what I'm using right now. I'm on my iPhone. Now, sometimes I will use my laptop instead. I do have a laptop. I will sometimes do live streams on my laptop. Sometimes I just like the way the video looks better on my laptop. It tends to smooth out more. I tend to like the way the lighting projects more on my laptop, but my laptop is more difficult for me to use, and so I have mostly been using my iPhone. Now, the second piece of equipment that I use is something for my audio. I've tried many different things. I've tried lapel mics. I've tried the Rode Wireless Go mic. I've tried the shotgun mic, and I've tried a headset. And to be honest with you, the lapel mic worked fine, but it would get in the way of my clothing and my jewelry sometimes, so I didn't like that as much. Also, after a while, the one that I got just didn't have as high a quality as I would have liked over time. I also tried the Rode shotgun mic. That was a little cumbersome for me because I had to put it on a stand, and it was just a lot of work to get it set up. So for me, that didn't really work very well because I film right in front of my window. I don't have room to put a stand and a mic in front of me when I'm filming. So what has really worked the best for me is the first thing I've used this little headset right here. And the thing that I really like about this headset is that I love the way it makes my voice sound. So I used to use it for my faceless videos because the sound is just perfect. I don't have to do anything to it when I film my videos. I don't have to alter the sound or try to make it sound better. It just sounds wonderful. But the problem with the headset is, again, it's very cumbersome. You know, I have to put it over my head, which I don't like, having it over my hair. And then also there's this long cord that kind of gets in the way, and I don't really like that either. I'm really more of a hands-free kind of person, and the main reason I stopped using the headset was because I just prefer to have my hands free to do whatever I want. So really the hands down winner was this Rode Wireless Go mic. And what it does is this piece right here clips down in my shirt and you can't even see it, and it's completely hands-free. And then this piece right here is actually plugged into my phone right now. Now, when you do use it in your phone, you have to get a special connector for it that doesn't come in the box. But that connector is all you need to plug into your mic and then plug it into your phone. You turn both pieces on and then you get really great sound like you're hearing right now. At least it's good enough for me. It sounds a little better than just using the iPhone microphone, and I've been really happy with it for all the reasons that I told you. Now, it also comes with this little laptop. So this is the laptop connector. You can connect this between your mic connector and your laptop. So it does come with that in the box, which is nice. Now, if you do decide you want to use the headset, I did want to mention that I bought this piece right here. It's actually like a USB connector, and you can stick it into your iPhone, which is really nice because if you want to use the headset with your iPhone again, you can just get that connector and then it works perfectly. Now, the third thing that I use is I have a iPhone camera stand. I have tried a couple of these over the years, and I have found some that worked pretty good, but I found one recently that is perfect. You can straighten it out several feet, and the part that holds onto your iPhone actually screws over it, which is nice because you don't have to lift it and snap it back onto your phone. You can just unscrew it and then stick your phone in there and then screw it back down, and it works perfectly. You can rotate it side to side, you can rotate it front to back, and the one that I have even has some kind of remote on it, although I've never actually used the remote for anything, but apparently you can use it to like take pictures, I believe, if you have it hooked up to your camera a certain way. Now, the fourth thing you need is your lighting. And I have tried a couple of different lighting options over the years. I tried soft boxes, I tried a ring light, but honestly, in the end, the only lighting that I use now is my windows. So right now I am facing an open window and the sunlight is coming in, but it's not coming in as a hard light. The sun isn't right in my face, so I would suggest that you do it at a time of day when the light is coming in, but the sun is not shining directly on your face, because that's going to create a harsh, not a soft light, and it's not going to be flattering if you're doing a talking head video. But I prefer the window over any other type of light. The only downfall is that I have to make sure when I'm filming my videos that I'm scheduling them during the time of the day when I'm going to get that good lighting, and it's winter now. I have to make sure that I'm really cognizant of when I'm filming those so that it's not starting to get dark out. Now, for the channel that I used to have, my kids channel, I would use these soft boxes. They were just very normal soft boxes, nothing expensive, no extra lighting features or anything like that. And you can place them wherever you want and you get pretty good lighting. However, I will say that they were bulky, and so you had to be really careful when you were trying to maneuver those around and getting the exact right light and getting the placement right behind you and kind of pushing them in so you get enough light but not too much light. So the next thing you're going to need if you're using your iPhone like I am is you're going to have to download an editing software. I have used iMovie ever since the beginning, and I would say iMovie is probably not my ideal software right now, but it's a great software to get started when you don't have any money and you don't want to spend any money for editing software. But it is limited as far as how many clips you can bring in over each other. There's not a lot of options for adding text overlay in the videos. It's just definitely more limited. So I do have another software that I use on my computer. It's Adobe Elements Premiere, and it's actually an old version. I've never upgraded because now they require you to do a subscription, and the software that I have from many years ago actually still works for me fine, and it has a lot more options for editing. So if I really want to step up my videos, I want to add some B-roll, add some nice text and transitions and things like that, definitely the Adobe Premiere Elements has more options for that. And the last thing I need is really just my set. How do I want my set to look behind me? I figured out that filming in my bedroom actually works the best for me because I have the lighting from the window. I can face it back toward my desk behind me, and it's a nice little background for me. It creates a very homey feeling. That's the kind of feeling I want in my videos. So you'll just have to decide how you want to set up your set. I also have a desk in front of me, as well as my monitors and my computers, and I'm able to put my iPhone stand right on top of that. Just turn it on, turn on my mic, and I am ready to go. So I would say all this equipment is going to be anywhere between $300 to $500. Now, part of that is because the Rode Wireless Go mic is actually around $200, but I think it is a great investment for a starter mic. And honestly, I don't even know if I would ever change from the Wireless Go mic, but I'm assuming most people already have a cell phone, so you can start with that. You'll have your Wireless Go mic for around $200. The stand probably cost me about $20 on Amazon. iMovie is completely free. Your window lighting doesn't cost you anything. And then whatever you need to set up your backdrop the way you want to. Now, some people will have a backdrop with their talking head videos and they'll literally have almost nothing but a wall behind them. And that's fine starting out, because remember, starting out, we're going to be focusing on creating great content and building up our audience, getting those first 100 subscribers. So we just want to have the minimum basic equipment that we need to get started so that we can get better at just making more videos and starting to grow our channel. And then at some point, if you decide you want to get more equipment, then you can. Otherwise, feel free to check out my other YouTube tutorials and let me know down in the comments if there's a certain video that you would like to see from me. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.